Hello? Yes. Hello. हाँ
Hello.
कहाँ पर
Program will start within few minutes.
टाइम भी क्या एक सर मैं तो
Good morning, all of you. We will start program in just a few minutes.
ठीक है सर. Start. Recording in progress. Start. respected dignitaries, my colleagues, and dear participants, on behalf of organizing committee, I, Dr. Samrin Farokhi, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, welcome you all to this one-day international webinar of IUPAC Global Women's Breakfast 2024. Organized by Department of Chemistry, Maulana Azad College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Aurangabad, in coordination with Association of Chemistry Teachers on the theme of catalyzing diversity in science. Now I request Dr. Ummul Khair Asima ma'am to give details of today's international event. Dr. Ummul Khair Asima.
Thank you, Samrin. Let me share my screen. Arisa, please allow me to share my screen. Good morning, one and all. Respected Principal, Dr. Mazhar Ahmad Farokhi sir, Speaker of today's webinar, respected Ranjana Jadhav ma'am, Vice Principal, Dr. M.A. Bari sir, IQAC Coordinator, Professor Aditi Bhattacharya ma'am, Head of the Department, Dr. Arif Pathan, all faculty members, and my dear students. It is my privilege to welcome all of you in this international event of IUPAC Global Women's Breakfast 2024, organized by Department of Chemistry in collaboration with Association of Chemistry Teachers, held in conjugation with the UN Day of Women and Girls in Science. The goal of GWB series is to establish an active network of people of all genders to overcome the barriers to gender equality in science. The theme of GWB 2024 is catalyzing diversity in science. I will just give a short background of GWB. On 18 January 2011, where all the women were taking part in the Women Sharing a Chemical Moment in Time, a prequel to the official launch of International Year of Chemistry in Paris on 27th and 28th January. Worldwide, there were close to 100 breakfasts involving roughly 5,000 women chemists, making it to one of the largest gathering of women scientists worldwide. The aim of International Year of Chemistry 2011 was for chemists to connect as well as participate. The event organizers encourage different breakfasts to interact with each other using video chat or Skype. On February 12, 2019, as a part of celebration of centenary of founding, IUPAC women chemists and male supporters from over 50 different countries took part in the second IUPAC Global Women's Breakfast, Empowering Women in Chemistry, a global networking event worldwide. There were 200 breakfasts with between 5 and 10,000 participants involved. A global breakfast map was created, which illustrated the location of each registered breakfast. In her role as a global co-convener, Mary Garson Skyped the Wellington breakfast from her Brisbane base to acknowledge the significant role breakfast events next launched successfully in Asia, Europe, Africa, then across both North and South America. The final breakfast was launched in Hawaii 22 hours later. This global event provides an excellent opportunity to focus on these achievements, to expand professional network, to learn from each other, and to raise awareness of challenges women scientists face in academic, industry, and government institutions. Since 2019, the IUPAC Global Women's Breakfast has become an annual event. So what happens during the GWB? Breakfast event starts early morning in New Zealand and Australia, and then progresses with the time zone around the globe, finishing the Pacific region, usually in Hawaii. Each event is independently organized and represented by a heart on our global map. As the first breakfast begins, the map pins off active events changing color, and you can see a wave of hearts moving around the globe. Social media channels become full of inspiring posts from events happening around the world. Global breakfast events are designed to be catalyst for changing towards greater diversity in science. Event organizers strengthen their activities by connecting with other events around the world and across the sector. One of the wonderful things about Global Women's Breakfast is the variety and creativity of the events. It was the year Yes. The IUPAC Global Women's Breakfast co-conveners are Professor Mary Garson, GWB Creator co-convener from Australia, and Dr. Laura McConnell, co-convener from the United States. So it was the year in 2021 when GWB was first held for the first time at Maulana Azad College of Arts, Science and Commerce under the guidance of Principal Dr. Mazhar Ahmad Farooqi sir. It was a virtual platform and 3 invited talks of Professor Mehboob Siddiqui, Professor Satish Jayaram, and Mr. Deepak Bhankardev was conducted. Some glimpses of GWB 2021 event. GWB 2022 was organized on 11th February 2022. The speaker on this occasion was Professor Chitra Pandey, Professor Organic Chemistry, DSB Campus, Nainital, Uttarakhand. 136 participants joined the webinar. GWB 2023 was a hybrid event at our college where one invited international talk from University of Malaysia by Associate Professor Dr. Zaini Haryati Binti Mohammad Zain was an online address via Zoom, spoke on the topic COVID-19 census, and Associate Professor Mayura Madam of Government College of Pharmacy was delivering offline on drug discovery. 105 participants, including staff members and students, were present. The most interesting part was that our college video got selected in the welcome video of GWB, which was screened on 14 February 2023 at all the GWB events organized worldwide. Now, this year we have obtained 105 registrations from different parts of country today. I hope today's event will also be a memorable one and will be of great benefit for all of us. So enjoy the session and thank you very much for patient hearing.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving a detailed information about the GWB. Now enjoy the welcome video cinemized by the IUPAC.
Good morning and welcome to the 2024 IUPAC Global Women's Breakfast. The Global Women's Breakfast is designed to build an ever stronger network of people and organizations in support of diversity in science. Over the last 5 years, more than 1,500 events have been held in more than 100 countries.
Good morning, everyone. It's Global Women's Breakfast Day for 2024. Such a special day to think that so many people worldwide are sharing breakfast together. We will celebrate, connect, and empower by joining in a global conversation on catalyzing diversity in science. And what better way to start the conversation than by inviting women who research, teach, and publish on the topic of intelligence to say a few words. Let me introduce our contributors. Dr. Gu Ling Li from Malaysia, Dr. Marcia Costa-Lesco from Brazil, Dr. Teresa Krugman from Germany, Professor Kathleen Pruden from Canada, Professor Mikiko Sodioko from Japan, and Professor Chito Chinmino from Spain.
Diverse teams are more creative and can see beyond conventional boundaries. Diversity leads to happier workplaces where everyone can contribute to their full potential.
Diverse scientific teams are more productive and lead to more impactful research outcomes.
Science is simply better when it's performed with a more diverse team. Much research has shown that diverse teams come up with a diversity of solutions and are more effective.
A diverse global scientific community will contribute to achieving many of the UN Sustainable Development Goals.
A diverse scientific community maximizes the contributions and skill sets of our workforce. Implementing structured mentorship programs has been effective in supporting diversity inclusion in science. For me, one effective strategy for supporting diversity and inclusion in science is establishing mentorship and sponsorship programs. In these programs, the mentor can provide guidance, support, and opportunities for career advancement to individuals from
I think what I like to do to improve my effectiveness in supporting diversity in science and in the workplace includes listening to those who are more expert than I am, researching diversity. We are researchers after all, and talking about diversity in my team, when I give seminars, and when I meet people. It's really important that faculty members, graduate students, undergraduates know that diversity is extremely important for good outcomes in science.
Diversity is no longer an option. It is an essential criterion for catalyzing your science in the present and future.
My advice to participants in the Global Women's Breakfast is to talk about the issues, to raise visibility, to get to know each other, and to support each other. And most of all, to have fun.
Let's help and encourage each other.
We thank all the teams who organized events for GWB 2024. We also thank all the dedicated task force members who coordinated efforts in their region. We are looking forward to hearing about your progress you made all over the year and looking forward as well to see your posts online.
And finally, a huge thank you to our sponsor organizations, Royal Society of Chemistry, Bayer, American Chemical Society, De Gruyter, and the Royal Australian Chemical Institute. These organizations help to make the GWB more successful each year. I hope you have a wonderful Global Breakfast today. Join us again next year on February 11th for GWB 2025 on the International Day of Women and Girls in Science. See you there.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to call Professor Dr. Arif Pathan, sir, Head Department of Chemistry, Maulana Azad College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Aurangabad, to share valuable information about the Department of Chemistry of our college.
Thank you, Samreen. It is my pleasure to give the details about my department. First of all, I would like to share that the chemistry department is established with the establishment of our college in 1963. And since then, we are continued to give we are imparting the knowledge to the students since then. And later on, we have started different courses, BSc Industrial Chemistry, BSc MSc Chemistry, MSc Industrial Chemistry, MSc Analytical Chemistry, and instrument handling courses we are running at present. At present, in our department, we are having 21 teachers, and 30% of them are women's. Their contribution is significant along with the male teachers. Department is having more than 1,000 research papers published during this 30 years, out of which a large contribution is also involved from the women's, that is ladies teachers. Our ladies teachers also have the patents to their credit, and two of our women's teachers are research guide of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Marathwada University. We are very much involved in research and innovation, in which the participation of women cannot be ignored. So at present, we are having more than 1,200 students in our department, from UG to postgraduate. At present, the department is also running PhD course in chemistry, which 30 women are doing research leading to PhD. So it is the very good platform of global breakfast, women's breakfast, to highlight their contributions in research and innovation. So I welcome you all to this global women's breakfast 2024 event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing valuable information about the department. As we are moving to listen the Dr. Ranjana Jadhav ma'am, but before that, I would like to call Dr. Prashant Netankar sir to introduce today's resource person.
Answer. Thank you, Dr. Samri. Good morning to everyone. Respected Principal Sir, Dr. Mazhar Ahmad Farooqi Sir, today's speaker, Dr. Ranjana Jadhav ma'am, IPSC Coordinator, Dr. Aditi Bhattaja ma'am, our HOD, Dr. Arif Ali Pathan, Convener of the program, Dr. Asima ma'am, respected teacher and my friends. Today I take opportunity to introduce today's speaker and guest, Dr. Ranjana Jadhav ma'am. Madam has completed her MSc Chemistry from our university. She also completed B.Ed, SET and PhD. She is Associate Professor of Organic Chemistry at SM Joshi College, Hadapsar, Pune. She attended more than 70 conferences, seminar, webinar, symposium at international and national level. Madam presented more than 50 research articles in national, international conferences. She has published more than 20 research papers in reputed journal of international repute Under her able guidance, 6 PhD students are registered for their PhD. She is nominated for International Young Scientist Award from Women category. She has granted one major research project of rupees 60 lakh by SURF, and she has also completed one research project. She is working on various committees of college, university, and government. She is a chairman of research cell, NAC Criteria 3, and ICC, that is the Internal Complaint Committee of her college. So apart from her academic, curricular, and extracurricular contribution to college, and she is a popular teacher, excellent speaker, and humble human being. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I will hand over this session to Dr. Samri.
Thank you so much, sir. In addition to her biodata, I will also add that she is also having 3 patents to her credit. Without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Ranjana Jadhav, madam, who will grace us with the captivating lecture.
Thank you, Samarin. Good morning to one and all. Respected Principal Dr. Farooqi sir, Dr. Arif Pathan sir, my friend Dr. Asima, Dr. Aisha, Dr. Samarin, Dr. Megha Rai. Because of this, particularly this group, I entered this particular field, and from where I got the excellent experience to work with such an active and phenomenal crew. I thank you all for this nice opportunity that you have given me, and you thought that I am capable of it. Before starting, let me share my screen. All right. So, Association of Chemistry Teachers, this is an online session on catalyzing diversity in sciences. I am Dr. Ranjana Jadhav, Associate Professor, and I'm very thankful that already you have given my nice introduction. So let us first of all see catalyzing this diversal and there are several reasons, including promoting innovation, equity, better representation of the diverse perspective in the research. Actually, this is a very vast subject, catalyzing diversity. So here are some strategies I have given over here, that education and outreach, diverse role models, inclusive policies and practices, diversity training, support network, diverse research team, community engagement, pipeline programs, addressing structural barriers, celebrating diversity. So these are the points which is just impossible in one lecture to tell, but still I have chosen one topic in which diversity, equity, inclusion, justice, everything may be involved if I choose particular subject for the women. Why I have to choose the subject for the women? Let me show you. Okay. So you can check that woman is a particularly multitasker. And why? From the picture you can see many of the tasks that she has to beginning from her morning to end up with the night. She has to follow all the responsibility, and she is taking without failure, without feeling so tired and all that. But still, she is a multitasker. From the picture explains a lot of things, what she has to. And if you consider the women in the field of any work, so she is having she don't have to cross the barrier and all that, but she has to work hard for her family and for the her work as well. Okay. So women in research, I have selected the topic where you can see the picture. The lab is showing where my favorite scientist Marie Curie is working.
Ma'am, please do it on the slideshow.
Sorry,
Slideshow पे करिए ma'am.
slideshow.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see my
Slide
screen?
is not
Slide is not visible.
slide is visible, ma'am.
Huh?
Here is the 3 buttons are there. So do it on the slideshow.
It is already in the slideshow.
On screen, ma'am, it is, oh, we can see the other slides also. It is
But
not
I
on the
have,
slide.
yes, I have given there actually.
Ma'am, on the taskbar, here is the percentage. Is there? There is a button. Please click on that one.
Slide control?
Slideshow.
Yeah. Slide control should I go for? Or what? What I have to
Ma'am,
do for
here
that?
on the taskbar, there is a percentage showing button there, their side. Zoom in and zoom out. Downside.
I'm sorry, I can't understand this. That should go well. Can you give me all the
On your
controls?
right hand side,
Uh-huh.
down the screen, there is a button from which you can zoom in and zoom out. The next button to it, that is the slideshow button.
Should I stop sharing first of all and then should I restart?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Madam, what you have to do, you have to stop this sharing, or you have to minimize that screen on which you are having the slideshow. Then you will get the screen of
I
Zoom.
will stop the screen first and
Yes.
tell me what I have to do. Share
You have
screen,
to
okay?
start share. Okay, start share.
Yes.
You will get 2 options. One before slideshow presentation, and another one is with slideshow. Okay. You click there. Your mouse is at the right place.
Okay.
Click
Now
there.
is it okay?
Click slideshow. Okay. Click.
Is it going well or not? Still.
Still, it is not moving.
Here is percentage, okay? So what I have to do? Now, okay? Can you tell me please now, okay? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, but slideshow is not working there. Your slideshow is already open there.
Yeah.
So you stop that slide share.
Okay. I have stopped.
From your yes, from the taskbar also you remove. You stop sharing.
From taskbar.
Yeah. Yes. From the.
This one.
Only you have to start your PowerPoint presentation and directly share it. Stop all the PowerPoint presentations and start your PowerPoint then and directly share without going to slide share.
Okay.
Okay, go to your folder and open. Directly go to your PPT.
Yes, I'm doing the same. From here itself, I have to.
Yes, now click there. Next to 20. So yes. Yes, it is visible now.
Now, okay?
Yes. Yes, yes.
So should we start now?
Okay, it is now working.
Okay, thank you. Okay, fine. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. So I chosen this woman in research. This is the lab, which is very lavish lab where Marie Curie is working with, and she is the phenomenal, my favorite scientist. Nextly, I should say that once she was very passionate about the mysteries of natural world, particularly the enigmatic phenomenon of radiation. So she faced numerous challenges as a woman in a male dominating field. She reminded that actually quest for knowledge since beginning, since childhood, she was thirst for the knowledge. Okay. So one crisp autumn day, while conducting experiment in her modest laboratory, Mary noticed something extraordinary. She observed that certain minerals emitted an ethereal glow, a phenomenon that piqued her curiosity. Determined to unravel this mystery, Mary embarked on a journey of discovery alongside her beloved husband Perry. So, in recognition of her extraordinary contribution, Mary was honored with a prestigious Nobel Prize, not once but twice, becoming the first woman to achieve such a remarkable feat. Her legacy continues to illuminate the path for future generations, reminding us all that with passion, perseverance, and an insatiable thirst for discovery, anything is possible. So, this is the slide which we can see that polonium and Ra. These are the radioactive material which she has invented, and she has honored by that Nobel Prize. What was her statement that she and her husband were so closely united by the affection of common work, and they got nice award for their work. So this is the second scientist to whom I should say she was a great scientist, X-ray crystallographer, Rosalind Franklin. Because she worked imaging the structure of DNA, her data shared without her knowledge with James Watson and Francis Crick proved crucial to their discovery of DNA. Watson and Crick won the Nobel Prize in 1962. And such a great scientist who invented the research, who invented the structure of DNA, and the credit gone to Watson and Crick. Franklin later on she died by the cancer, and she was ineligible for the prize. What about the story? Very significant incident I should tell that Franklin most famous images known as Photograph 51, and there is Hollywood movie Photograph 51 which was also very popular. What that provided the vital evidence suggesting that DNA had a helical structure. This iconic image showed a distinctive X-ray shaped pattern indicating a tightly coiled helix. Despite her instrumental role in providing key insights into DNA structure, Franklin's contributions were initially overlooked. Watson and Crick model of the double helix, which ultimately earned them the Nobel Prize, which not acknowledged Franklin's work adequately. Only later did Franklin receive posthumous recognition for her groundbreaking contributions to the science, as her role became more widely acknowledged. Her work laid the foundation for our understanding of the molecular basis of life and continues to inspire scientists in the field of genetics and molecular biology. So, at that time, research was going, and that was research the field was totally male dominating. So whatever, what the research that we are doing, that should be very confidential, very firstly. And what the confidence? So therefore, nowadays we are elaborating the patents and all that. Whatever the idea that you are getting, very firstly we should patent that idea, and later on the patent should be granted. That is the important part that today the woman should learn. And therefore, whatever the idea I am getting, I am doing the same in the research. So while reading the story of Franklin's, that was very harassing, that was very annoying, that was really very tough for digest. Anyways, next one is the Rachel Carson. Rachel Carson, who revealed the just unregulated use of DDT. DDT flowing from, it was taking to our body and it was giving the poisonous for our health. And that health, actually, that DDT was the pesticides, which was very, very injurious to our health and all that. And further, she written a book. And that book was very interesting book. That is Silent Spring in 1962. This book is not only made her famous. That book was very, very interesting to read even. I gone through the book and she explained there and she exposed those scientists that the dangers of the pesticides, particularly DDT. What is that DDT? That is dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. That was developed at the first of the modern synthetic insecticide. And therefore, we are turning to the natural insecticides nowadays. So there should be no any harm to the environment as well. It was initially that DDT was initially used with a great effect for the malaria, typhus, and all that insect-borne human disease among both the military and civilian population. The book sparked widespread public concern and outrage, leading to increased awareness about the impact of activities on environment and promoting calls for stronger regulation of the pesticides. Carson's work ultimately led to the banning of DDT and establishment of Environmental Protection Agency in the United States. Very important that Silent Spring remains a seminal work in environment literature and continues to inspire environmental activism worldwide. Next, I'll go. Just check it out. There are some brilliant women scientists in the 19th and 20th centuries. So, anesthesiologist Virginia Apgar's score used for immediately assessing the health of a newborn. Marine biologist Rachel Carson, which I told you just. Astronomer Hernelita Leavitt discovery of the expansion of the universe. Physicist Lise Meitner, co-discoverer of nuclear fission. Nucleologist neutrino. Sorry, I'm so sorry. So this particularly I will take here. Virginia Apgar. She was known for the work revolutionized the field of neonatology and greatly improved the care of newborns worldwide. Despite facing initial resistance from the medical community, the Apgar score became widely adopted and remains an essential tool in newborn care to this day. Beyond her contributions to medicine, Apgar was also an advocate for women in science and medicine. Next is the Leavitt's groundbreaking research paved the way of important advances in astronomy and cosmology. And she is now celebrated as one of the most important figures in the history of astronomy. Her work fundamentally changed our understanding of the universe scale and structure. The discovery of relationship between the luminosity and the period of Cepheid variable stars. Next is the Lees, Australian Swedish physicist who made significant contribution to the field of nuclear physics, particularly in the discovery of nuclear fission. So Meitner faced discrimination as a woman in the male-dominating field of science, but overcame these barriers to become one of the leading physicists of her time. She remained a vocal advocate for peaceful applications of nuclear technology. So not only the advantages, but also for the disadvantages, she remained the vocal advocate for peaceful application of the nuclear technology. Next is the Elsie Widdowson, was a British dietitian and a nutritionist who made significant contribution to the understanding of nutrition and public health throughout her life. Elsie Widdowson was recognized for her outstanding contribution to science and public health. She was awarded numerous honors and awards, including the prestigious Commander of Order of British Empire in 1979 for her service to nutrition and dietetics. Her research and advocacy continues to have a lasting impact on our understanding of nutrition and its role in promoting health and well-being. So next is the Dorothy Hodgkin. Dorothy Hodgkin's work revolutionized in the field of structural biology and laid the groundwork for many subsequent discoveries. She remained an inspiration to scientists around the world, particularly women in sciences, technology, engineering, mathematics field. For her groundbreaking research and dedication to scientific inquiry. She was most famous achievement was her determination of three-dimensional structures of important biochemical substances using X-ray crystallography. One of her most notable success was determining the structure of penicillin in 1945, which helped to confirm its chemical structure and paved the way for the development of other antibiotics. So whatever the structure that we are making, whatever the drug that we are making, so to confirm, we need to go through that particular molecules for the spectral data. And by that, we can confirm our structure. So that was very at early stage, she made the very nice discovery about the X-ray crystallography. Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy, Cancer Institute in India. Educator, a surgeon, a lawmaker, a social reformer, the first Indian woman legislator, a campaigner of women rights. So, this is the first woman of Indian Air Force. Actually, she passed away, but she was also having very nice story in this field. So, this is the woman empowerment. These are the particular women who work those scientific endeavors have broadened the horizons of science on the earth and beyond. So the names I have mentioned over there about those women. So women in science, from being a minority, are now occupying the most important positions once thought were unachievable before. From winning Nobel Prizes to heading NASA, women scientists have etched their name in history. In India, science and technology remains a male-dominating field like much of the world. So Ritu Karidhal, Chandrima Saha, and others have taken on leading roles in organization of ISRO and INSA, initiated new projects with far-reaching results. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said once, who fight for the women, not only for the downtrodden one, but also women of all the community. What he says, I measure the progress of a community by the degree of progress which women have achieved. So this is very fascinating statement by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. For that, I should mention here how women should educate and how we have to help to them. So women education, the most effective way to improve lives and health of family and society. And so therefore, why women needs to be educated? Answer is already given. Educated woman is the most powerful person because she can handle everything. Empowers with ability to think, reason, take appropriate decisions, and protect from oppressions. Working woman. Working woman, you can see in the picture, it says that she is having many of the problems. Problems at workplace, problems at family, problems at workplace, you can see gender bias, insufficient maternity leave, mental physical harassment, unequal pay, leadership. Nowadays we are overcoming by this all the problems. Nowadays, now we don't face, but at the early age, many of the women may face these things. Family problem, family duties, time balance, mother responsibilities, business tools trainings, health fitness, and all. This shows that how woman is occupied with all their problems. So we must encourage girls to study science and to become scientists. We have to bring science into primary and secondary classrooms and explain to the students what happens in the laboratory. Problem is common to all. It is deeper in handling if you are smart. It gives you knowledge. If you are coward, it gives you failure. Try to be smart. So I mentioned here one statement which I am fascinated by this statement. The participation of women in science and technology can contribute to increasing innovation, equality, and competitiveness of scientific and industrial research and need to be promoted. In order to reach the target of 25% women in leading positions in public sector, research policies should be implemented and progress monitored. So with this, I conclude my session. I'm so thankful to the Maulana Azad College who has given me the opportunity. I thank you all. Should I stop my share?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for insightful and thought-provoking lecture and showing details about the women in science and women empowerment. Now, I would like to call Dr. Mazhar Farooqi sir, Principal Maulana Azad College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Aurangabad, for his presidential address.
Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Sir,
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all. Thank you for gathering here today to explore the fascinating topic of catalyzing diversity in science. Catalysis, the acceleration of chemical reactions, is a fundamental concept in scientific discovery, and its diversity plays a crucial role in shaping the landscape of modern research. We must acknowledge the importance of fostering an environment where scientists from all backgrounds feel empowered to contribute their unique insight. The diversity of thought and experience in catalysis research not only enhances scientific excellence, but also reflect the true essence of discovery, breaking through the irrational boundaries and operating on new avenues of exploration. I congratulate our Ranjana Jadhav madam that she has elaborated very nicely the diversity in scientific field. Our college is celebrating IUPAC Global Women's Breakfast for the 4th consecutive time this year. The UN Days of Women's Girls Science thought of the global breakfast. This day is a reminder that women and girls play a critical role in science and technology communities, and that their participation should be strengthened. These initiatives aim to acknowledge the inequalities women may face while pursuing scientific career by providing them with a platform to share their research with the global community and celebrate their accomplishment. In conclusion, catalysis diversity in science is not just a scientific concept, it is a philosophy that encourages us to appreciate the mosaic of ideas, perspectives, and talents that enrich our scientific endeavor. Let us continue to catalyze changes not only in reactions but in the very fabric of our scientific community, fostering future where diversity is not only valued but essential for the advancement of the science. Once again, I congratulate to all the participants and the organizing committee here who participate in today's event. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. As we are concluding this event, I would like to invite Ms. Sayyada Adila to express our gratitude and propose vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Sayyeda Adila, on behalf of Department of Chemistry, Maulana Azad College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Aurangabad, I extend a vote of thanks to each and every one of us joined today for your presence and active engagement at the Global Women's Breakfast 2024, where we explored the vital theme of catalyzing diversity in science. First of all, we are immensely grateful to our esteemed principal, Dr. Mazhar Ahmed Farooqi sir, for gracing us with his presidential address. Your inspiring words have served us as a guiding light, motivating us to continue our efforts in fostering a more diverse and inclusive environment in the field of science. A special vote of thanks goes to the driving force behind this event, to our head of department, Professor Dr. Arif Patan sir, whose meticulous planning and dedication have been instrumental in making this gathering a success. Our heartfelt appreciation and a very special thanks to our esteemed speaker, Associate Professor Dr. Ranjana K. Jadhav, for her insightful talk, which provided valuable perspective on the importance of embracing diversity in scientific pursuit. I would like to express our sincere thanks to Dr. Syed Umul Khair Asima ma'am for her enlightening introduction and insightful discussion about the establishment of Global Women's Breakfast. Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us with the crucial role of organization like IUPAC Global Women's Breakfast. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Samreen Farooqi ma'am for her exceptional comparing skills, and also extend my gratitude to Professor Dr. Prashant Nethankar sir for his insightful introduction of our esteemed chief guest. In conclusion, I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants, organizers, speakers, and supporters who have contributed to the success of this event. Let us work together to break down barriers and create a more inclusive and scientific community for all. Thank you.
Participants are requested to fill the feedback link to get the e-certificate. फीडबैक लिंक आपके चैट बॉक्स में पोस्ट की गई है, उसको फिल करिए. After that, you will get the e-certificate.